Okay, this one is about ageism. Ageism has been a long-standing issue when it comes to employment discrimination. What methods or approaches could organizations implement to be more inclusive and open to older workers? As an older worker, someone pushing 50, um, who often finds himself in competition sometimes with 30-year-olds or even depending on their level of talent and ability, 20 sub 30-year-olds work crazy. Brilliant young people, all up in my space. But we don't have a work culture built for older people in this country. We have a work culture that capitalizes on the vibrancy of young people and their energy and uses that. And then a lot of older people stop innovating, are not able to work as hard, um, in terms of like hard physical labor. Not all of them, but I know I can't work like I used to. Uh, anyway, that's not the point. The point is that we need to find more novel ways and successful ways to integrate older workers. So things like working from home is great. Things like contract work is good if it pays well. Things like using older people in advisory and teaching roles, I think is really good. In work, the principles remain the same. Your tools change. And so even if somebody is acquainted with an older tool, doesn't mean that they don't have the base knowledge that you need to be successful in that line of work. So I think that really using older people in creative ways that don't require them to do like hard taxing work if they're not capable of that, but still able to use their mind at capacity is really good and novel. And especially in education, where I spent a good portion of my career. People stay until my master teacher was in his 80s. People stay, often into their 70s and work. And so, and then I've worked in tech where like 50 is just older than hell. So I think that a lot of it depends on the career path you take too. Um, Let me see. What, if any, system for hiring within equity wins do you feel work best? Do you think scrubbing resumes of names and genders as well as any age-related data and replacing identity with a number of some first round helps eliminate bias? Yes, to answer your question, sure. That's a great method of trying to deracinate or strip bias away and looking at hard. But then that takes the human element away, and I think a big part of interviewing is evaluating the person and their people skills, and you can't get that from a piece of paper. So it's complex. I think giving resumes to groups of people, to committees that are diverse, strong committees with a good sense of the needs of the organization across different teams is a good strategy. Um, yeah. It takes a commitment of time and energy. Let's see what's next. Let's pause.